Hello and welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. And today I'm going to be showing you my vast and obscene tea collection. So I was looking at I keep my tea above the kettle, sensibly, and I have a few bits that sort of like, if I'm using them a lot, I keep them right next to the kettle. And I was like, oh, there's not that much stuff, I'll just get a tray and carry it over. Then I was like, oh, I think I've got some TeaPigs left in the cupboard underneath. So I looked in the cupboard underneath. It was tea mania in there. I've actually ended up throwing away 9 boxes of tea because they're out of date, and not just by like a few months, because I wouldn't be bothered about that. I'm talking like 2015, 2016, which means I've moved those teas with me when I've moved house. I've got tea older than I've been living in here. So that's how much tea I've got. But it is obscene. There's 37 boxes to show you. I've also got tea in here to drink as we're doing it. This is very cute, look. It's a teapot, I'll show you it here. It's from Anthropology, and the teapot comes off and it goes in there, but I have to put it down because it's really, really hot and heavy. But once that's brewed a bit, I'm gonna be pouring that. I'll start with the tea I've got in my tea cup. This is gonna be a really tea heavy video, guys. There's a lot of teas here. I don't drink caffeine, so all of the teas here are caffeine free, apart from some that have been sent to me by Bluebird Tea that I actually have reminded me that I need to give to some of my pals. So yeah, if you're into tea and you live in the UK, even if you don't live in the UK, I just feel like this would be a good opportunity to have a little chat about different teas that we've got. I saw this first on Vanessa from Chbosky's channel, and I bloody loved watching that video, and I thought, I must do that, I must do that. And it takes so much bloody bother to bring them over here. I was like, I'll do it on a Thursday afternoon when David's not here. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. Let's get on with the tea. So in my teapot at the moment, I have TeaPigs. TeaPigs is a brand of tea that I think is based in the UK. Yeah, they're in Brentford. They do loads and loads of different flavoured teas. You'll find these more often than not in coffee shops and things like that. And what I love about them is that they have a really, really wide range of caffeine-free teas. This one being one of my favourites, rhubarb and ginger. I love rhubarb and I love ginger. The story behind this rhubarb and ginger is that David was in Morrison's and rang me in a bit of a no, he didn't. He come home and he had a big bag. And I was like, what's in that big bag? He's like, it's a surprise, it's a surprise. And he pulled out, and I've got through 3 boxes of these, because these are about £4.50 each, which is quite pricey. But by some happy accident, Morrison's had reduced them to £1, and they weren't supposed to be reduced to £1. So he bought every single box that they had there. They go out of date this year. Oh, this one goes out of date in April 2018, so I need to start drinking that one soon. But these both go out of date in December. This is really, really nice. Really like rhubarby with like a ginger sort of, not spice, ginger's just like enough of a kick that I enjoy it very much. So very much enjoying those. Oh God, I'm gonna hate putting all of these away. Although I have thrown quite a lot of tea out, so David will be pleased. Just gonna pour my tea now. Lovely, it's very nice. Oh God, I'm not convinced this is the best pourer, you know. In fact, it's not, it's just burnt me. Right, that goes under there. More TeaPigs tea. So I've got a big, massive box of the peppermint tea here. This had 50 in. These are £10, the big boxes. But you do get 50 tea bags. These I also very much enjoy. I really like peppermint tea after a big meal. And quite often or not, I will have one of these. I need to get those. It's very pepperminty as well. I need to get those drunk really because they go out of date in March. I also have, keeping with the peppermint theme, Mercedes got me these for Christmas or my birthday. Think it was my birthday. Chocolate and mint retro joy. These are really nice. So I have these like I said, I like a peppermint after I've had a meal or something, but these are like a bit more fun than just a plain peppermint, so very enjoyable. They've also got really nice like graphics and things on them. These ones I don't like, and I'm actually gonna also gift these out to any pals. This is popcorn tea. I'm just not mad on the taste of this at all. This is green tea, and I don't drink green tea anymore because it's got caffeine in it, and toasted rice, and yeah, it's very popcorny, and I like the taste of popcorn, but I'm not mad on this at all. So in fact, I'm going to put this to a side in the getting rid of tea pile. I've also got licorice and peppermint by TeaPigs. These are natural licorice. It's got a really, really sweet taste, and these are really unusual and also nice for after a meal or something. Oh, I'm smelling these all and just reminding myself of how much I love them. I've also got, oh, where's the little guy that goes with that? spiced winter red tea, which is naturally caffeine free. So this is rooibos tea, red bush, and this has also got orange peel, ginkgo leaves, orange blossom, cinnamon, ginseng cloves, and sapphire petals. And I've also got 2 little baby ones of those. So these got a really long date on them. So these don't go out until 2019 or 2020. So I can definitely have those this Christmas. Maybe I'll do a little, look at me sorting through my stuff as I go. Maybe I'll do a little side thing for ones to put away for Christmas. Good idea, Lauren. And then the last TeaPigs I've got is lemon and ginger. As I said, I really like ginger, and I feel like this is a very nice lemon and ginger. I've got quite a few lemon and gingers here. They're really like refreshing, and sometimes if you're feeling a bit under the weather, like if you've got a cold or something, I feel like this is a good one. I've just realised this video is 6 minutes long already, and I've only just got through the bloody TeaPigs tea. Tea break. So when I have what we call a brown tea, which is just a normal tea, David and I love Barry's tea from Ireland, the decaf blend. As I said, we don't drink, well, I don't drink caffeine. David does. He'd always like opt to not have it, but if like he will drink normal caffeinated tea if it's there. You can't get Barry's tea decaf tea in the UK as far as I'm aware. I've seen Barry's tea, the red box, which is the normal blend, and they've also got a green box, which is Irish blend. I've seen those in supermarkets, but I've never seen the decaf one. So I introduced this to David when we went to a wedding in Ireland a few years ago. And I always said, because I'd been to Ireland to visit friends before, and I always said Barry's tea is the best tea. And then when we were there, we bought back 2 boxes of this. And then since then, we've been online. Actually, I've never bought any. I've always been gifted it. So I remember Mercedes and Johnny came to stay for a weekend. And then to say thank you for having us, for having them, they bought us 2 boxes of Barry's tea. My sister got me a box for my 30th birthday. David got me a box in my advent calendar and in my stocking. And that is the most recent lot that we've had. And this is about to run out. So we need to buy, I think he's got me some for my birthday as well, so we need to buy some more. However, in the meantime, when we don't have that, we do like to use Yorkshire Tea decaf blend, which is a really good dupe for Barry's tea. I don't know what it is about, because I feel like brown tea should all just taste exactly the same, but it's really, really lovely, Barry's tea. It's my favourite tea of all. Oh, Leanne sent me a box as well before, I remember. Oh, they've all been sending me boxes. And yeah, this is my favourite ever, and it's just wonderful, and I love it. But if we can't get that, then we use this. But always, always, always use this. This is my favourite brown tea ever. And then I've got 2 little cubes from T2. I also had another one, but I must have used it up. T2 is a tea shop. I believe it's an Australian company, and they come over to the UK now. Oh my God, this smells amazing. They do loose tea. They also do tea bags, but these ones, I just feel like they look really nice. They stack really nicely together. These are about £7 or £8, but you do get a lot of tea out of them. Especially like I've got some little, I've got teapots where I can strain it, or I've got these little like domes where I put the loose tea in them, and if I'm doing that I only need like a little teaspoon. This one is Chili Berry Boom, which I bought in London recently. It smells lovely. It also looks beautiful, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to look at it. It just looks beautiful, and that's very, very nice. I've also got this, which is Gone Surfing. So if you're looking for decaf teas in T2, anything that says tisane on it means it's got no caffeine in it, which I learnt from somebody in there. So this is a herbal and botanical burst of flowers and herbs for those times when you're chilling out. So this has got chamomile, lavender, spearmint, passion flower, lemon balm, rose petals, and linden in it. It is lovely. I love to have a cup of chamomile before I go to bed, and also chamomile really helps me with my period pains as well. So if anyone suffers from period pains, I would really, really, really recommend anything with chamomile in. But these are lovely, and this also, so chamomile reminds me of a sort of like bedtime drink, but as this has got spearmint in it, it's a bit peppy, so it's a bit more than just a bedtime drink. So yeah, very much enjoy that. So they're definitely worth the money, and you get lots out of them, so very much enjoy that. The next one I've got is one from Hema. Is this even in date? Yes, it is. This is the Organic Star Mix Infusion, which is a nighttime blend of spicy warming ingredients. These are all individually wrapped, so these are quite handy. Like if David and I are going anywhere, I always like to take like a few little individually wrapped bags, because you can't always be sure that there's going to be caffeine-free tea there, and these are particularly helpful because you don't need milk in them. I've got a whole, we'll be going through this in a minute, I've got a whole box of little individually wrapped ones there, but yeah, very helpful, and Hema's a good one. I've got my next brand of tea that I can show you. Isn't my favourite brand of tea at all, and in fact I would go as far as to say I'm not mad on any of their teas at all. I just feel like that, I'll tell you what it is, Twinings. I don't feel like Twinings is a really good tea brand. I also feel like they make, so when you're drinking it, it just tastes like dishwater basically. I feel like it doesn't really, the flavour you smell isn't replicated in what you're drinking, and I just feel like it's a bit rubbish. However, I do really rate their fennel tea, particularly after you've had a big meal. These are very good. These smell very strongly and they taste like that too. So that's probably one of the only ones I would from Twinings really rate. But I also got this at Christmas, cranberry and blood orange, which is a Christmassy sort of flavoured tea, but with no cinnamon in, which is very unusual. And now I really like cinnamon, but I feel like it's hard, you're hard to find, David doesn't, and it's hard to find a tea around that time of year which doesn't have cinnamony taste in it. Is this more of a Christmas tea? I think it is. No, I'm going to put it to the Christmas side. I'm putting it to the Christmas pile. Oh, it's to sort out my tea with me. I've next got the next brand I've got, which also I'm still, I've had sort of hit and miss. Like, I've never been like, oh my god, I love this tea big time. And that's Pukka Tea. So I've got here chamomile, vanilla and manuka honey. I think I bought that for myself when I wasn't feeling very well. Their boxes are beautiful, Pukka Teas. So that's very good. And then also lemon, ginger and manuka honey. Oh, which I've just realised I can't have now as a vegan because you can't have honey. So yeah, maybe these will be going on the giving away pile. Bye, give those away. The next lot of stuff I've got is from Marks and Spencer. So Marks and Spencer is a lovely food shop. Well, it's a clothing shop, but they also do a good lot of food. And they bring out really good brands of tea in summer and at Christmas. So I'll do the Christmas ones first and then I can put them away. The first one I've got is the Winter Spiced Chai, which is a sweet blend of black tea, warming spices and vanilla. Now, as I said, I don't drink black tea, but I'll be hanging on to this. No, I won't because it goes out soon. I'll be giving this one away as I don't drink black tea. This one I was drinking loads of. I got for about 4 packs of this. This is the mulled fruit infusion. This was apple, cranberry and a hint of clementine. As you can see, I'm down to my last ones on this. I'm not going to put this away because I'm still drinking these now, and this actually goes out before Christmas comes in anyway. But yeah, I've still been drinking these now, and they are just a nice Christmassy drink, so I will hang on to those. And then this one was one that I got last summer, and again, I can't believe it hasn't gone out. No, it hasn't yet. Oh, it goes out in February, so I've got to get these done. This is refreshing cucumber, peppermint and spirulina. This is really nice, and as again I said, they are individually wrapped, which is very, very helpful. You get 25 in the pack, and this is really refreshing and nice for after a dinner, and also like a bit more refreshing than just your normal peppermint because you've got cucumber and spirulina. I've no idea what spirulina is, but it's very, very nice. So that one I'm hanging on to too. Oh god, this is so much. Then I've got one Clipper tea. This is Snore and Peace, chamomile, lemon balm and lavender organic infusion. This is one that if ever I'm having a chamomile tea before bed and David's making tea, this is the one I will give him because this is made, these are again individually wrapped. When people infuse chamomile teas and stuff, do you ever take the bag out or do you leave it in? Because I always leave it in. But very much enjoy that one. That's a very, very nice one indeed. Next one I've got is a Sainsbury's tea, and that again is a lemon, ginger and honey one. I think I've only had one of these. I think this one will be going away as well because I don't drink honey anymore, so chuck in that one. And then the last one before I get to my favourite, oh no, then I'll do that. Then I'll do that. No, yeah, then I'll do that. The last one before I get to my favourite brand of tea is this Pure Leaf Chai long leaf tea. My dad got me this for Christmas. We did a thing at Christmas where we all bought each other a drink to have at Christmas time, and my dad got me this, which was really kind, but it's actually got black tea in it, so I won't be drinking it, but nice loose leaf tea. And my camera died, so I had to take a break, during which break I actually ate some pizza. So I'm back, but I needed the break because that's like 13 minutes of tea so far. So yeah, I will get on to, I've got a bowl full of little individuals, of which I'll just show you a few of, and then I'll move on to my favourite tea brand. So in my little bowl of individuals, I've got things like decaffeinated breakfast tea, which I've sort of stolen when I've been places that don't normally have decaf brown tea, which I can take around with me. I've also got rose lemonade, which is made by Taylor's. That's very, very enjoyable. I've got a few here from Whittard's. Dreamtime, which is a tea that I used to drink when I was younger, when I used to play Age of Empires. So whenever I drink this, it always reminds me of Age of Empires. That is a Bluebird's tea. So when you buy things from Bluebird's tea, surprise, spoiler, Bluebird's tea is my favourite tea. They always send you a little sample, so I've got a Great British Cuppa tea there. What else have we got? I think I've shown all of these now. Oh yeah, this is good. Spicy Chai by Twinings, and I think that's it. That is it. So yeah, those are just a few of them, and all of those are just the same over and over again. So my favourite tea of all tea, oh god, is Bluebird Tea. So Bluebird Tea, I buy them in, you can get them in these little 20-gram packages. That's like a tester package, a 50-gram one, or you can buy these which have tea bags in. You can also buy big pots. Bluebird Tea have been kind enough to, in the past, send me some teas. It was one of my Vlogmas videos, I think, that I got sent lots of Christmas teas, and my sister and I tried them all. I'll see if I can find it and link it down below. But I've got a few here which are still done up, and some that I've been tasted, and they're just my favourite. I love the fact that they do such a wide range. They do so many decaf teas. They've got a really good function on their website where you can filter by what you're looking for. So if you're looking for decaf teas, you don't even have to trawl through any other ones. But yeah, these are my favourite teas of all. So well done, Bluebird Tea. So I've got here a spiced pumpkin pie loose leaf. I've got Chocolate Rocket, which is a black tea with coffee beans, yerba mate. Is that how you say it? Yerba mate. Cocoa shells and cocoa nibs. I'll be passing that on to a friend because it's got coffee and tea in it. Birthday cake, which I bought for David's birthday and we forgot to have it. It really smells like birthday cake. When you go into a Bluebird Tea shop, they're so helpful, and they let you, like, they've got this whole massive wall of like big silver pots that you can just smell the tea, and I love the smell of it. Sadly, it's got actual tea in it, but I'm saving this for when it's David's birthday, so I'm gonna make him a tin of that. Another one I love is Honey Be Beautiful, which I can't have now because, it hasn't actually got any honey in it. So it's vegan still. Oh, well done. It's got honey bush in it. So yeah, that's lovely. And these are really good for cold brew as well. And one of my favourite ones to have in cold brew, I'll find my actual favourite one, but sangria, which is lovely, and also Retro Ted, which I think is my favourite tea of all time. This is Hawaiian fruit blend of coconut, pineapple, lemongrass and rose. And this has got hibiscus, rose hip, apple, coconut, pineapple, rose petals, orange, lemongrass and natural flavour. But this is lovely, hot and cold. I love this. My second favourite, which is close, and this is making, I'm gonna have to buy myself some more of this, is Dozy Girl, which is a chamomile one, which is so perfect for just before bed. Honestly, it's like an actual anaesthetic. It's a soothing sleepy time blend of chamomile, lavender and rose, and it includes chamomile, lemon verbena, hibiscus, rose petals and lavender. I think I've mentioned this, God, I can smell it through there. I think I've mentioned this in a favourites video because it is absolutely delicious. The best chamomile tea I've ever had, and just perfect for bedtime. And then I've got gingerbread chai, which is very nice. That's a red bush one. These are in tea bags, which are a bit handy if you can't be bothered to measure things out. And then these ones are all ones that I got sent over the Christmas period. So seasonal stuffing, which is very delicious and also quite savoury, which includes rhubarb, Japanese Hojiti green tea, hazelnuts, ginger, fenugreek, sage, almond, mallow flowers and natural flavouring. Key lime pie, which is rhubarb, apple pieces, lime leaves, lime peel, rose hip, orange peel. And then jasmine poached pears, which is green tea, pear peaches, jasmine blossom and natural flavour. And then the last one is candy jams, which is pumpkin pieces, licorice, cinnamon, apple, rose hip, hibiscus, orange, nutmeg, safflower, vegan marshmallows and natural flavouring. So yeah, hell a lot of tea, guys. So thanks for staying with me through the whole of that. I think we've probably just got it under 20 minutes. I would love to hear what some of your, I've got on to scratch. I would love to hear what some of your favourite teas are, what your favourite tea companies are. If you live in the UK or if you live outside of the UK, very, very interested. If you are a big fan of Bluebird Tea, then let me know what your favourites are, particularly if they're caffeine free. I would love to hear. I think they've got a whole new range of like nighttime teas, which I'm going to order. I think I'm going to order myself some of those as a treat. I will link all the websites for these teas down below, and I'll hopefully see you all again soon for another booktube and non-tea video. And got to go and put all these teas away now, so bye!